YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. It's me again, Mr. Wade. I'm your host. Wait a minute, POV. Thank y'all for coming and chilling with me. Oh, I got another juicy one for y'all today. And remember, all these videos are for entertainment and educational purposes only. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Yeet!
The burning question on everyone's mind is, how could children disappear while under the care of a relief organization, especially one led by someone as esteemed as Oprah Winfrey?
We've been meeting with community leaders, our Kupuna, for the past couple of weeks, and just trying to figure out what we could do.
It has been reported that Oprah Winfrey was observed personally delivering essential supplies to a shelter dedicated to aiding the victims of the Maui wildfires. In the past few days, she has wholeheartedly committed her time and resources to extend assistance and provide aid to those who have been severely impacted by the devastating Maui wildfires. According to reports, Winfrey has actively engaged with survivors at the War Memorial Complex in Wailuku, where an estimated 1,000 residents have sought refuge in the aftermath of what has been described as the most devastating U.S. wildfire in over a century on Maui. Although camera access at the shelter has been limited, it is worth noting that this facility stands as the largest evacuation shelter in Maui County. According to Oprah Winfrey, who shared her observations, the atmosphere at the shelter was one of individuals packing their meager belongings into garbage bags and seeking solace in close proximity on cots. However, a particularly alarming and distressing incident occurred during Winfrey's visit to the shelter, as there were reports of children mysteriously disappearing while she was present with the fire victims. As one person tweeted, "They're hiding Oprah, picking up the kids lost and taking them to her new school." Among the individuals Oprah Winfrey encountered at the shelter, one notable figure was Kanani Adolfo. She is not only the wife of a firefighter, but also a dedicated volunteer. Despite enduring the heartbreaking loss of her own family members in the wildfires, Adolfo has displayed remarkable resilience and commitment by consistently being a steadfast presence at the shelter from the very beginning. She said, "I'm just a volunteer. I'm a nobody. I'm just part of the public. This is my calling. I was born and raised here. I'm never leaving." Furthermore, in a more recent development, video footage captured the television host actively participating in the distribution of essential supplies to Maui residents who had sought refuge in a nearby gymnasium. Reports indicate that her initial entry into the temporary shelter had been denied when she attempted to bring a TV crew along. Over the weekend, Maui officials provided clarification regarding the circumstances surrounding this incident. To clarify, Oprah was able to visit our shelter, and we thank her for instructing media journalists and camera crews to remain outside. We welcome Oprah to continue to uplift our community's spirit and give her aloha to victims of the tragic disaster. Now, speculation has begun to arise among the public. Questions have been raised about why Oprah Winfrey was initially denied entry into the refugee shelter, but later granted access. Additionally, there is growing concern regarding her heightened dedication to the wildfire relief efforts, with some individuals believing that a troubling pattern has emerged, that whenever she visits a relief camp, incidents of children going missing occur.
Ideally, physical connection with our children as soon as possible with their families, because we know that every day that goes by, that social emotional connection.
Amid the ongoing devastating fires in Maui, a concerned group of residents has started expressing worries about the extensive land holdings of celebrities on the island. Oprah Winfrey's name has surfaced prominently in these discussions. Although there is no concrete evidence linking Oprah to the current crisis, some locals have raised concerns about the potential impact of large estates on evacuation routes, potentially complicating emergency response efforts. Furthermore, there is a swift and speculative belief among some people that Oprah Winfrey may be connected to individuals who have been urging residents to evacuate their homes. According to these speculations, she is suspected of being involved in a scheme to make children go missing, potentially for her future restaurant and villa project.
We're just not free in this country. Where are the kids, Oprah? It was only 2.5 weeks ago, and now we're not allowed to talk about it. We're not free in this country.
That's it for today, folks. Until next time, goodbye.
You know, I didn't really touch on that on the last video I did about her. And it's kind of crazy because I didn't even really know that she was denied access. And I'm pretty sure that after a while she paid somebody off to go there because, you know, they were saying that when she came around, children just came up missing, right? That's what they said. They said it in the video. I didn't make this up. They said it in the video. So if you didn't hear it, go back and look at it. Yeah, so it's weird, ain't it? Let's move on. You know, the sad part about it is that she used to praise that weirdo. I mean, have him on there thinking like he was doing something, you know what I'm saying? Passing off girls and all that, though. When is she going to get investigated? All of these things that keep coming up with her, when is she going to get investigated and looked at? And then everybody be connected to her. So she got that much power that she just paying off everybody, right? Let's move on.
Oprah school missing girls went viral, with her older South Africa school controversy being brought to the surface. Several netizens have gotten into a debate as to whether the girls from the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls are safe, with some claiming that multiple students had mysteriously disappeared. For those still in the dark, Oprah founded the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls in South Africa in 2007, which Angelina allegedly refused to support. And this came after she had talks with Nelson Mandela about the looming poverty in the country. The $46 million boarding school then came into being with a 52-acre campus that included several amenities. And after the school's past controversies had died down, new rumors have been spreading like wildfire that several students from the educational institution went missing. Internet users flooded the social media platform wondering what happened to the South African girls, but no news publication has announced that the institution was dealing with a case of missing women. Hence, it remains unclear as to where the speculation about the missing girls began. Back in 2009, 3 years after its launch, the educational institution was rocked with a second scandal. Yes, there was a first big sexual scandal, and in this event, 7 of their students were suspended for sexually harassing their classmates. The New York Daily News reported that the alleged perpetrators also attempted to entice their classmates into lesbian encounters, and a South African news outlet also revealed that one of the 15-year-old girls demanded that her victims lie to the police about what had happened. Coming just 2 years after the first assault scandal, this news got the masses talking, with people questioning why the school was so problematic when it was still fairly new. Previously, during the first case, Oprah Winfrey had said she has been shaken to the core by the sexual abuse charges against a female member of her staff at her then new boarding school for underprivileged girls in South Africa. This has been one of the most devastating, if not the most devastating experiences of my life, she said in a news conference by satellite link from Chicago to Johannesburg. When I first heard the news, I just cried. I couldn't wrap my brain around it. But within the hour, I pulled myself together and realized my number one priority was to think about what would be best for the girls.
They didn't use the word sexual abuse. They implied that something inappropriate was going on.
At that time, several girls had appeared and reported one of their matrons for sexually abusing them, even though Oprah tried to downplay the issue, claiming that it wasn't really sexual abuse. Virginia Makobo, the then former dormitory matron at the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls in Henley-on-Klip, appeared in Sebokeng Magistrates Court on 13 charges of assault, including indecent assault and soliciting underage girls to perform indecent acts. The charge sheet against Ms. Makobo includes assaults on at least 6 girls and a 23-year-old woman, and according to South African newspaper reports, the former dormitory matron allegedly fondled pupils and grabbed a girl by the throat and threw her against a wall. Oprah had to implicate other
I
school
don't even know why they talking about Angela Jolie exposing somebody. You're talking about the chick who wore her dude's blood around her neck and all that stuff. Like, if y'all don't shut up with that, she probably sitting right next to Oprah. You know what I'm saying? Toasting. And you know what I mean by toasting, right? So, whatever. I got some more for you. Let's get to the next.
Somebody you admire, somebody you respect, or maybe even love. And it feels good. I mean, if you're 7 years old and somebody, which I was trying to say this to my friends who had children, you're 7 years old and someone is stroking your penis, it feels good. Right. Even though you don't have a name for what that is, it feels good. And when I first said this years ago, people were like, you're crazy, because everybody wants to believe it's like sexual assault and you're being thrown up against the wall and you're being raped. And I have said for years, if the abuser is any good, you won't even know it's happening.
Oprah legitimized the notorious sex criminal Joe Teixeira, a.k.a. John of God, as a miraculous faith healer, one who could cure cancer, giving him international recognition. Joe Teixeira is now serving 19 years in prison for the rape of 4 women. He is facing additional cases related to several sex crimes, including keeping teenage women as sex slaves in underground mines, forcing them to have his children, and selling their babies internationally for tens of thousands of dollars before murdering the women after about 10 years of childbirth. Oprah runs her own Leadership Academy for Girls in Africa, a $40 million school for disadvantaged girls, where in 2007, several children were sexually abused and parents were only allowed to see their children once a month. It was very close with disgraced Hollywood mogul, rapist, and abuser Harvey Weinstein. Her Me Too documentary ignored Weinstein and Jeffrey Epstein. Oprah was herself a teenage prostitute. She stokes the fires of racism in America. And she is a member of the Billionaire Club, or the Good Club, along with Bill Gates, George Soros, Warren Buffett, David Rockefeller, and Ted Turner. The so-called Good Club meets behind closed doors and discusses plans for global depopulation. The Great Awakening is upon us. When will humanity begin seeing these billionaire celebrities for who they really are?
I think that first clip is when she was throwing Michael Jackson under the bus, how she was trying to do it, though, because she had those stupid-ass 2 dudes that was on there talking about, you know what I'm saying, Michael Jackson touched them, and she made that documentary, which all of that shit was found out to be lies. I don't get it. What was his name? I don't know, but I'm not even finna get into that part. But did you notice that when she took a picture of the Fortune 500 and she was in the room with the elites, what did you notice about that? Oh, she's the token black. She's the only Negro in the room, right, in the picture. And look where she's standing at. To the left. If you know, you know. Let's move on.
The 12-year affair with you.
That allegation is false.
You know, I'm not sitting here as some little woman standing by my man like Tammy Wynette. I'm sitting here because I love him.
And for added drama, a light fell off the wall and nearly hit them.
You know, an average person, he's Mary and Joseph. Woo.
He's a legend.
yeah, I really don't know what the hell that was about. I really don't. I don't even know who would be the mastermind behind thinking of some stupid shit like that. What? I mean, that was that a bag or a purse made of faces and flesh, and then the inside coin purse was made of like a heart? What? I'm so confused right now on how disturbing everything is. Like, real talk. I mean, and you don't be looking for shit like this and then you find it just because you're looking at one thing. See? Rabbit hole be going deep, man. Let's move on to this last one, though.
This is a sweater that is from the brand called Off-White, and it has a bloody face, and on the sides of the arm it says "ah," like screaming. So here it is, guys. Just take a good look at it, and you're gonna say, this is reaching, Julio. Everyone was wearing that sweater. It's just a popular sweater by the brand called Off-White. Yeah, Jay-Z was wearing it. It means nothing. You're reaching. Okay, watch this, guys. Watch this. Ellen DeGeneres gives her 90-year-old mother a haircut. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, well, she's not actually giving her mother a haircut. Yes, she cuts her mother's hair, but that wasn't the purpose of this video. It was actually, hey guys, I need to show you my painting. Check this out. Bloody face, and it says R.I.P. all. Look at R.I.P. all. What is this? That's a bloody face right there.
So, yeah, you know everybody's favorite word would be coincidence, right? Because the name of the brand is called Off-White. All right. So they got the same little, patch on their thing with the face scratched all off and all that. And then down the sleeve, it's supposed to say, like it's saying aha, but it's really saying ah, like somebody's in pain. And you want to know what else is weird, though? Check out the picture that I showed you at the end. You got to see it, though. You got to pause to look at the picture that's on the wall while she's cutting her mom's hair. You see it? You see it? The face gone and all of that. Yeah. Yep. And bright as day. And it's funny how the picture is white in the background and everything is bloody. And then the name of the brand is all. Yeah. So I'm going to let y'all dwell on that one right now. This is Wait a Minute POV. I am your host, Mr. Wade. Thank y'all for coming and chilling with me. And remember, this is for entertainment and educational purposes only. I had to say it one more time. I'm going to see y'all on the next go round. Yee!
I only know one way.